faith, I think people should not underestimate that. And even when we look at the support groups, especially whether it's Alcoholics Anonymous, Sex Addicts Anonymous, that basically copied, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the 12 Steps program. So the 12-step program that the Sex Addicts Anonymous use, they base it off the Alcoholics Anonymous program. Yeah. And in that 12 Steps program, it's a self-help program, recovery program to help anyone who's struggling with, sex addiction or alcoholism. Central to that program is the importance of faith. And even when you read it, even from an Islamic perspective, it's very in line with our Quranic teachers in terms of you're relinquishing your power and knowing that you're submitting to a higher power, i.e. God, to try and help you overcome what you're going through. And many people speak about the importance of, like these AA meetings and also the SAA meetings for sex addicts. And there's also another form of sex addicts, which, again, many people don't really talk about, which is love addiction or intimacy addiction that a lot of women suffer from. Love, and I'm using the word love intentionally, not lust, because, again, when we speak about lust, especially coming from a Western perspective, we look at the 7 deadly sins, lust being evil, lust being wrong. But when you speak about love is all good, but love can be a form of addiction, a dangerous addiction. Love isn't always good because you can love something which isn't healthy. Yeah. So with the love addiction, and that falls into one of the different types of sex addiction. So you've got sex addiction, love addiction, and porn addiction. But all of them, they are a type of out of control feeling or behavior, whether it's attached to sex in terms of sexual activities, whether it's attached to love, or whether it's attached to porn. And these are things that people are managing with. But again, when it's coming from the perspective, like we seem to have more empathy or sympathy for someone who's maybe love struck, or is going through love, and they could be attached or getting into these unhealthy relationships with different people because they're addicted to these, and again, just say these partners that they're with. But when it comes to sex addicts, there's less appreciation or less empathy for people who are struggling in terms of sex addiction or like porn addiction. I just find it, and that's why I think even for a man, if he's going through that, and I've heard a number of men say they can't tell their wife. I find it more comfortable to maybe speak to like a friend that they trust. And not even a lot of men could even trust, could really open up with their friends in terms of if they're suffering. So, and again, I'm not saying